Another jam-packed video, so let's get right into it. One of the things that I'd like to start talking about this week, which we kind of overlooked because of all the weather we've had, was the West Virginia strike. Pretty amazing what can happen when unionists stick together and show solidarity. Now, keep in mind, just like in New York, strikes are illegal in West Virginia. But here's a group of teachers across the entire state that decided to leave their paychecks, leave their jobs, still support students, and fight for better working conditions and higher wages. And look at the success they had. It really makes you wonder, what are you willing to sacrifice for your union? How bad do you really want that raise? West Virginia, I think, taught us all a lesson. Speaking of which, I'm going to include an article in the description about unions and the impact they have on teacher salaries. It's pretty interesting. Check it out. In addition, NYSUT has launched a Janus page with tons of resources. You can go on there and share your experiences in the union as well. Take a look, and again, I'll put that in the description. Along those lines, I'd like to point out that NYSUT is starting to publicize locals that have had 100% return on the Recommit card campaign. We are very close to that 100%. I would love to be one of the first locals downstate to have 100%. So if you have yet to sign your Recommit card, please find a rep and do so. Those of you that have asked about NYSUT dues, they were posted in the NYSUT United this past week that hopefully you received at your home. And it shows that in April, at the end of April at the RA, NYSUT delegates will be voting on next year's dues, which will remain the same. So NYSUT is not increasing our dues, even with the threat of Janus. So again, hopefully that'll answer some of the questions people had with those recommitment cards. And again, I would love to be the first downstate local to get 100%. So please, let's get them in. Next, I'd like to talk about the poll results on school stress that we did 2 weeks ago. 25% of you said your number one stressor was the change in administration, followed by 19% that said the needs of students. This was good info, and thanks again for all of those that participated. Next, NYSUT is running its Solidarity 5K on April 21st at 10 a.m. in FDR Park. This is a great event, and I really would love for us to get a good number of people out. It's $35. I'm putting the registration link in the description. The MTA will reimburse anyone the $35 that would like to attend. Please bring your families. There's a free barbecue after the race. It's a great event to hang out with people from other locals, and hopefully we get a good showing from the MTA as well. Also in the description this week are documents from NYSUT on opt-out. There are no penalties for opt-out. Nothing has changed. We will once again start to promote this on social media and again support parents that choose to refuse the tests. One last reminder, March is dental enrollment month. Please make sure you mail your payments in. There have been plenty of emails sent about this. Please don't miss the deadline. They're due by the end of March. Okay, this week's grand finale is, of course, snow days and makeup days. So we have used 11 snow days so far. We had 4 built into the calendar, which means we need to make up 7. As you may have noticed, the district has decided to only take back 5 of the vacation days so far, which means our spring break currently consists of a 4-day weekend from March 30th through April 2nd, and then followed by a 3-day weekend, April 6th through April 8th. That will actually get us to 180 student days, which means we will receive full aid. However, contractually, we are obligated to work 182. So, just as we did in 2013, this means that we will come in after the students are finished and work on June 25th and June 26th, the following Monday and Tuesday, to fulfill our contractual obligation. If we end up with any more snow, all bets are off. I'm not sure what they're actually going to do. Also, though, be aware that once we've used the spring break, if we have another snow day, yes, then we can apply for a waiver, but we can only apply for a waiver if we've used any and all vacation days. But even that waiver is only good for SED and for funding. It will not get us out of the 182 contractual days obligation, and thus actually getting a waiver will only mean more days added to the end of June. So I hope that clarifies it. Your reps have been given this information. If you have questions, please ask them. We know it's not ideal, but this is the way it goes. We have a contractual obligation to fulfill, and that's what we'll do. Have a great week, everybody, and hopefully it doesn't snow.